Hi. You know, my passion throughout my life has been developing educational programs that help bring people together and help them share their talents and their skills and their knowledge and their wisdom. And one of the first things, the first time I did this, I was living in Japan. And I discovered that there was a group of Vietnamese boat people, because this was still in the early 1970s, right after the Vietnam War. That there were Vietnam boat people who had risked their lives, risked everything to escape from Vietnam, and were hoping to come to America, to live in America. But on the way, for various reasons, they got picked up by Japanese ships and brought to Japan. And they were waiting in Japan to get visas to go to America. And so they were very excited about that, but it was a very uncomfortable life. A religious group gave them a place to stay, but it was out in the country. There was nothing for them to do, and no chance for them to build up their hope and their dreams for a better life in America. And so this place that they were staying in, about 100 of them or so, uh, waiting for their visas, it was about an hour and a half train ride from where I was living in Osaka, out in the country. But I started going out there every week, and I developed an original educational program. My goal was to help these Vietnamese people who had been through unbelievable experiences at the hands of the Vietnamese government, to help them prepare for a better life in America, so that they would not arrive in America like beggars. Oh, please help me. I'm so helpless. I can't do anything. I didn't want this. I wanted them to come to America proud, to say to American people, I am Vietnamese. And to thank you for helping me get started with my new life in America, please allow me to teach you about Vietnamese culture and society and history, a little bit of history. And so I asked them to teach me Vietnamese songs, recipes, stories, proverbs, whatever they were interested in. And I fixed up their English and taught it back to them in an educational program as a curriculum, and teaching them so that when they arrived in America, they could share in good English some of their experiences and some of the things that made them proud to be Vietnamese, and give them a status in America that would be positive and productive, and some self-esteem. It's very important. So I did this for about 6 months. I found an American friend who later became a state senator in Hawaii, and he helped me conduct this program. And I got to know this family and these people, the Vietnamese people, and what they had suffered through, and how strong and brave and wonderful they were. Of different ages. There were two boys. Just to share this one story, these two boys had been on a small boat with their father and mother. The mother died on the boat, and their father was taking care of them when they saw two big ships approaching their little boat. And one of the ships was from Brazil, and the other one was from Japan. And as they waited to get rescued, these big ships approaching capsized their little boat. And the currents from these boats took their father in one direction and these two young boys in the other direction. And so the Brazilian ship picked up the father, and the Japanese ship picked up these two boys. And so they were brought to Japan without their family. And they were put in this, they found a place to stay here in the countryside in Japan. And so it was wonderful for me to have a chance to um, help them, especially these young boys, but everybody, prepare for a new life in America. And I hope that they had wonderful new adventures in America, and that they found a lot of new friends, and that they were continue to be proud of their Vietnamese culture and society and traditions. So I hope you find a chance to Samuel, as you grow up, find out people like this who are struggling to find a good place and a new home and a new place, and help them gain the self-esteem and the skills and the communication ability that they need to make it a great experience. So thanks a lot. And by the way, I call this program Anchor. It was the Anchor program. I wanted them to use the studies that I was helping them gain as an anchor to help them get a new start in America. So take care. Take care of your mom and dad, and talk to you soon, buddy.